friend we have in Jesus. That's Kristen Giffen, one of our very fine worship musicians here at Gower Christian. And you are... Oh, there it goes. It disappeared. It's 7 Minutes with a Savior. Get the technology right. Pastor Randy Fry from Gower Christian, and from Studio 2 Bravo 2B here in the Gower Christian Church Media Center. I preached last Sunday on the all-sufficiency of God and referenced Jesus turning the water into wine as that sign of God's all-sufficiency. In my library, I have a book here called The Good and Beautiful God by James Bryan Smith. The subtitle is Falling in Love with the God Jesus Knows. It's a cool book because at the end of each chapter, as he talks about different aspects of the goodness of God, he has this soul training, some sort of spiritual exercise or practice to try. Emphasizing the theme of the chapter. In his chapter on the generosity of God, the practice he recommends is carrying Psalm 23 with you and reciting it before you go to bed at night, reciting it as you rise in the morning, and also pulling it out at different times and just reading through it, reciting it, because he says try to recite this psalm before you fall asleep each night, and again when you awake. Before your feet hit the ground, try to have slowly meditated on each word. Recite it so often this week that it becomes second nature to you, as natural as breathing. You will notice yourself beginning to pray it at odd times. And then he says, he asks this question, how does this exercise help train my soul? He said, this psalm contains a narrative about the exceedingly generous God. By letting the images wash over your mind, you embed this true narrative into your soul. Your mind and your body will begin to be shaped by these words. As you begin, you will probably have to refocus your attention, but it soon turns into a prayer experience. What a great idea. And again, we want to catch a vision for the all-sufficiency of God. Because that is a way that we build our faith, to understand, to have a vision of God who's generous, who cares, who's present with us at all times, and who gives to us exceedingly more than we ask or hope for. That's the God Jesus revealed. That's the God Jesus knew, and that's the God that Jesus wants us to know as well. So consider that as a spiritual practice this week. Just reflecting on Psalm 23, reciting it, mulling it over, chewing on it, but get this vision that the psalmist had of God's generosity. Make it a part of, get that into your heart. What a challenge. And if you can do that, it will shape the way you think about things. Prayer concerns this week. We have some families that are grieving that we've been praying for. The family of Jonathan Bouquet, a young father who passed away from a rare form of cancer. Kathy Mallon passed away also from cancer, and her services are this Sunday afternoon. Visitation at 1, service about 2:30 here at Gower Christian in the Fellowship Center. We're praying for the family of Donna Greer, who passed away. Her services were last Thursday, but we want to continue to hold that family in our prayers as well. I'm asking prayers for my granddaughter Gina, who is diagnosed with COVID. She seems to be doing okay, but it's a serious illness for someone who's not even 1 year old yet. So please keep my granddaughter Gina in your prayers. This week at Gower Christian, a Zoom Bible study tomorrow evening at 6. We're going through the Gospel of John right now. I think we're at the latter half of John chapter 2 this Wednesday, and then that's what I'll be preaching on Sunday morning. Pee Wee basketball. We're in Pee Wee season. That's always a lot of fun. 8 o'clock to 11:30 here at the gym in the Fellowship Center. And you're welcome to come down and just watch. Like I said, if you need a little uplift, if you need a good laugh, if you need to just suck in some youthful enthusiasm for a little fuel, come on down and watch. We have a concession stand, homemade cinnamon rolls we sell at the concession stand. They're quite excellent, so consider that. So Saturday morning, 8 to 11:30, Pee Wee basketball. Sunday morning, Sunday school at 9:15. Worship at 10:30, in person and live stream. Come early for coffee and conversation in the church basement. There will be no youth group this Sunday because we have Kathy Mallon's memorial service right after worship. So visitation, it starts at 1 in the Fellowship Center, and then at 2:30 thereabouts we will have the service itself. So and then so the AFCs, and we won't have youth this weekend because Bill and others who volunteer will be involved in that service on Sunday afternoon. Well, thanks a lot. Hope your week goes well. Until we meet again online or in person, I bid you peace.